What's up everybody, it's Richard here. I get asked to do a day in my life vlog type thing. I don't really know if I've done a vlog before. Well, I guess I kind of have because it just means video logging it. But yeah, so it's Friday the 12th of June. I was thinking about just leaving this until lockdown was lifted, but I thought it might be interesting to do something you know, during lockdown and then one after. So if you're watching this and thinking, this guy's kind of a lazy bastard, to be honest, I'm not really. I'm not going to lie and tell you I'm one of these Gary V work 25 hours 8 days a week people, because I'm just not. If I have to be, I am, but if I don't, there's no point in doing it. So yeah, it's 7:30 in the morning. I'm just about to drive to Luss, so I'll see everybody there. So myself and Callum here from Callum McGowan Coaching, one of my long-time friends, social distanced here, going up to the Falls of Fallock quickly. So we're here nice and early in the morning, nobody here. We obviously don't want to disturb anybody or like rain on anyone's parade, so we're just walking up to take a cold dip. Now that's not just for fun, it's actually really good for your body, so I do this quite a lot most weeks. Just go up and get in some cold water, so if you've not tried it, you need to go and try it. So we'll be back soon when we're jumping in. Right, Falls of Fallock, as you can see. Right, I'm kind of shitting myself, but whatever. Worst things have happened. Ah! Right, so I'm actually dry. I was just about to get changed and go. But it's annoying me because there's two plastic bottles down there. So I guess I need to jump in and get them. We've already pulled out a Lilo, two Lilos actually, and plastic bottles here. So I feel like I need to do my bit for humanity. So don't be confused by the sun. Sun in Scotland doesn't really mean much, it's still pretty cold. So that's me back from, it was meant to be last week, we went to Falls of Fallock. So I'm back now in Glasgow. I'm just about to go and get my breakfast. So I didn't eat this morning, I don't really eat super early, it doesn't agree with me. So I'm going along to a cracking wee place in the south side, a hidden gem, Cafe Coco, run by a guy called Thomas. So I'll let you meet everybody when we get there. Right troops, so I'm here in Cafe Coco, just ordered my breakfast here. So it's a great wee spot, south side of Glasgow, just across from the tramway. So whether you're eating vegan, you're veggie, so I've been on a plant-based diet for over 5 years now, and it's been absolutely fantastic. And these guys have, in my opinion, the best vegan friendly cakes in the whole of Glasgow. So you'll get sushi here, we've got an actual sushi chef over there, so you'll get sushi in here, cakes, anything you want. And it's literally so easy to get to it, minus the roadworks outside. So I take my jacket off, I'm sweating, but yeah, it's a place I come very often. So if you're in the south side, you're looking for something to eat, check this place out. Right troops, so that's me packed up. I've got my lunch here. Thank you very much, Cafe Coco team, I appreciate it. So it's home, food time, shower, go and view one of the properties and go for a game of golf. Cafe Coco at lunch. Shannon's watching some makeup guy, no, hair. Yeah, lunch. Shannon's lunch as well. So I'm currently about to get crashed into by a Vauxhall Astra. Thank you very much. That isn't really what I was trying to say there. So yeah, I'm currently on my way to Ayr. I'm just leaving my house. I'm going to look at a property I just bought last week. So a couple of things I want to clear up just before I go is, some people will be thinking, oh my god Richard, going to like, I guess Ayr's what, like 30-40 miles away to go and look at the property, it's locked down, blah blah blah, all that stuff. Yeah, I totally get what you're saying, right? But there's fractures that are being caused with this whole lockdown thing. People are falling into financial difficulty. The property we've just bought, I say we, it was me, the property I've just bought is in one of the not so great areas of Ayr. It's ex-local authority house, loads of families there, and families, you know, on housing benefit and stuff. And I personally can see more people being in that situation going forward after this lockdown. So the reason I'm going down, and by the way, we've got all the correct procedures in place for people to work. Only one trade is allowed in per day, everything getting sanitised, all that kind of stuff. I'm just going down to take some measurements today, but people deserve good homes to live in. This is a rental property, so people deserve good homes to live in regardless of whether they can afford a big fancy house or whether they're staying in a not so great area. We offer all our properties to local authorities if they want to use them for people on housing benefits, DSS clients, assisted living, stuff like that. I personally grew up in social housing as a young kid, and I have no distaste for people that live in social housing. So that's the reason why we're cracking on with this project, is because there is already 5,000 people on a waiting list for homes in South Ayrshire. It's not somewhere we've done much before, but I can see that demand getting higher. With this being a 3-bed property, it's perfect for a family, and yeah, I just think it's important if we can turn it around fast and get it on the market, because the demand is there. Right, so here I am in the flat we just purchased in Ayr. So you can see we look right out onto the main road here. It's actually a massive wee house. I'll flip my camera around in a second and show you this in like real life mode. So like I was saying, we've done everything we can to keep this flat as contactless as possible. It was a contactless viewing. I came here myself, viewed it, and thankfully the solicitor I used is pretty much gone, kind of all online, minus a couple of signatures at the end. So everything's been pretty much seamless. Never met the owner, anything like that. We've just been able to get this done just over the phone through messages and stuff like that. So it's not been the easiest time for property investors just now during all this, but you know what, it's part and parcel for the game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip around. This house needs a full refurb. It's going to be a good few £1,000 in here with a reasonable contingency, but this is going to be a very affordable buy to let for a family, whether that be a family using housing benefits or just renting privately, and it's also going to bring in a really good residual rental income as well. So let's have a look. Right, so quick walkthrough. This is a living room, right? Quite a large living room. So this is a 3-bed, ex-local authority, non-composite concrete, so it's like a really solid house. So if we go in here, the kitchen is massive. As you can see, the kitchen's fucking old as well, right? But the kitchen is huge. It's a kitchen diner. I don't really think we'll have a breakfast bar. I think we'll probably cut the kitchen off down about here where the cooker is, and just have a kitchen table in here, because this is a family property, as the local authorities that had this had to do the pipes through there, because the concrete is literally like so hard. There's no like sheeted walls in here. So yeah, we need to change all the flooring, obviously, change all the doors, nicer ones. This paper is currently being stripped off as we speak. There's Shannon at the end of the hall. What's happening? Thank you. So yes, paper all getting stripped off. All electrical fittings being changed. These are converter sockets down here. So those basically are changing a single socket to one of them. So I think we're going to change every single bit in here, because we've got some odds and sods, some brass ones and stuff like that. Probably going to need to change some windows as well for the EPC, but we've planned for all that stuff in here. Nice toes, Hen, you look nice. So we've also got loads of posts, none of fucking which belongs to me. We've got the largest man in the west of Scotland there, not sideways but tallways, Lomas, so please don't take that offensively. In here, giving a hand, he's going to be doing a bathroom and stuff as well. So we're in here, big mirror, what's happening? This is one of the double rooms. Now, I don't know if this video is really doing it justice, but this is a big room. It's a really big room for what it is. Someone's kicked a hole in the wall there, so we need to fix that. We go through here. This is another one. I'll just stay away from you here, mate, so I don't give you the Rona. It's another one of the big double rooms in here. We look in here, we've got the toilet with this disgraceful wood panelling that was quite the in thing in the fucking 70s. So we'll be getting all this out the way as well. All the tile out, full new bathroom suite. Now we're doing literally everything in this house. We don't really fuck about. We're like doing bits and pieces to try and make it as cheap as possible. We just do the full thing. 1, so people have a good place to live, and 2, so that it lasts long for us and we don't get many call outs. This is a kid's size bedroom. It's obviously been used as a utility before. Every room has really big cupboards as well. So yeah, it's a cracking wee house. What are you laughing at, you wee weirdo? You're laughing at me? Yeah. You bastards, Perrys. So yeah, this is pretty much it. We're probably going to leave this wee fire in, it's quite nice. So this is pretty much the full flat. I'm sitting this down to talk for a second. So when we say, we've purchased a property, now there's loads of like people online that do no money down strategies. There's people that do, fucking deal sourcing and stuff like that. I've sourced a couple of deals before, it's not something I'd say I do. But loads of people will say like, I've got a £1 million property portfolio, but it's all like rent to rent or rent to service accommodation. So they don't actually own the houses. They have leases on a house that's maybe worth 100 grand,
and they pay the actual owner a rental of say £500 a month, and then they go out and use that house as an Airbnb for like £100 a night. If they have more than 5 bookings a month, they make money, kind of thing. So when I say we've bought this flat, I mean cash, paper, we've bought this house. So because of the condition, all the water's capped, and the kitchen is not fully functional, so that makes the house unmortgageable. So we had to buy this fully, we couldn't get a mortgage, and it wasn't worth getting a bridge on, so we had the cash sitting there. So we've bought this. The plan with this is obviously just like, I hate saying people that use that BRRRR thing, it's just we've bought it, we're going to refurb it, we'll get it out in the market, and then we can refinance it at a later date and get a mortgage on it after the fact. This deal is a no cash left in refinance. We pull all the funds out and a couple of grand on top of it, which covers the contingency if we have to use it. So yeah, it's a pretty good deal. It's going to make a good family home, it's going to make a good investment, and I actually own this house. It's not a fucking rent to rent or a joint venture or someone else has bought it and I'm doing the refurb. This is mine. So yeah, we don't fuck about with pretend strategies. If we say we own something, we own it. Let me just record this for my dad, because he'll have a fucking fit. Do not use. So this is the old fuse board. So Dad, have fun dealing with this. So I'm here at Mills Castle Golf Academy. I actually forgot that it's 2 rounds per member per week at the moment. I've already played my 2 rounds. Also forgot the other day, so you get to see this horrible 2006 G-Star t-shirt. So the guys here have been doing absolutely great work. The course is in fucking great condition. You know, I've got friends that are members at some really nice golf courses like fucking Mar Hall and all that stuff. And the course here is looking so much better. The greenkeeping staff have been working around the clock. So yeah, I'm lucky to be a member here. So let's hit a couple of balls. So when I'm at the driving range, I don't normally use a driver, contrary to the name. Funny enough, I actually don't ever really use a driver. I just play with irons because I'm shite with it. But I thought I'd bring it in because I think you can see where the ball is going. Another cool fact about Mills Castle is, 1, I'm a corporate member here, so if you play on the 7th hole, you'll see my company logo. And 2, I think they're the only range in Scotland with top tracers here, these things, as standard, so it like tracks your ball and stuff like that. Every other range that has them charges like £1 million for using them, but here they don't. So I'm going to hit a couple with my driver just for a laugh, and yeah, then that'll be me. So, 50 balls, quick shot in Mills, that's me done. Back to the car, going home, so I've got a little bit of due diligence to do on another property we're looking at. A bit more research into that one I just bought. Now that doesn't mean I bought it blind, I just want to do a little bit more in-depth research. So I don't know why I'm out of breath, Jesus Christ, I'm a fucking fat useless bastard. So yeah, go home, get that done. I've got a call with my board tonight, me fitting a little bit of Call of Duty as well, and then that'll pretty much be me, I think. So I just completed some of my own due diligence, just some of the specifics on the laptop they're just going through for that property we just purchased in Ayr. I like to, you know, hop on Rightmove every week or so and just have a look, not because I'm particularly interested in buying stuff from agents on there, because it's kind of like the auto trader of property. You're not going to get your best deals on there. The best deals are going to get bought before they even see the market, but it's good to have an idea of where the market is, the desirability for people to purchase in certain areas, and you know, you never know if you might find a potential hidden gem. You know, out of all the viewings I've done on Rightmove, I've maybe had one deal out of them, and I've done quite a few. But what I thought I'd do is I'd show you in a really simple way. I'm going to do a bigger video on this in a few weeks time probably, how to do some quick due diligence on Rightmove. So let's have a look over Rightmove. So basically I picked out some random details, so you can do this for any price of property. So I clicked 100k, so let's say that's your kind of the budget you're looking at. Let's say you're looking at flats. Okay, I'm voiceovering this whilst I look at it, so it's quite fucking weird. So I like to go to oldest listed, because properties maybe haven't sold for a reason, and if they've been on for ages you might get a more motivated seller who's willing to take a discount. Clicked a random flat here in East Kilbride, never seen it before, so it's been on since 2018, right? So let's see why. So
when we start clicking through the photos, right, it's not actually that bad. It's in a rentable standard. If it was me buying this, I'd do a little bit of work to it personally. I know people that wouldn't, but it's not the worst I've ever seen in my life. So I scrolled down to see if we can see a home report. No home report there, but we've got some sold price data down the side. So if we look here, I always do the last 2 years. There's not really much point looking at it more than that. So we've only got 24 Banff Place. That's the only thing. So that shows to me there's maybe not too much desirability in that area. If we copy that and go into this really useful tool called Mouse Price, you'll get a lot more sold data. Now, so if you look here, the ones with a little camera icon beside, those are ones with historical estate agent photos. So you can go on and see photos of what it used to look like when it was on the market, before it sold and stuff like that. I was trying to click most recent sale here and it wasn't actually working for ages, but now it's working. So as you can see, we've already got more data. It's only really the two in the last kind of 2 years, and then some more in 2016. So it's not a hugely desirable area maybe, or people just don't want to move out. So there's not a huge amount to work off of. So when we go back to the photos and we look at what we're seeing there, and the price of that house, offers over 55, it's a bit expensive. So here is Scotland. So this is the land registry. This is for a bit more specific due diligence. So if you put in the postcode again on here, you'll have land registry down south and stuff as well. If you're watching this down there, you'll find the titles for every house on that postcode. Some aren't there, that's like historic issues, and you can report that. But basically this will show you who the proprietor of that house is, more specific data on that property, the size of the title, the land that obviously comes with that property, and you can get it for just £3 plus VAT. Super easy.
So I've actually been sitting in my bed doing the due diligence segment. Shannon has fallen asleep on the couch after a tireless war with Pablo, I believe. Pablo's our dog, if you don't know that. So yeah, now that I've completed my due diligence segment, I've got something very important. So I'm going to go and play Call of Duty for a bit. I'm not really quite sure how to screen record that and put it on, so I'm not fucking going to, because it'd probably be shit anyway. But yeah, I try and play games for like an hour a day, normally maybe a little bit more, because it just makes me happy. So it's good to doing stuff each day that you enjoy. Right, it's Richard here again. I'm just about to go and pick up dinner. It's my car behind me there and my other car over there. So before I go and get dinner, I need to take some photos. What is that? RS3. I need to take some photos of the A45 before maybe goes on to its new owner. I need to take this car and fill it up. It's quite fuel efficient, so I don't need to fill it up too much, but it does have quite a small tank. What else I need to do? I need to go to Panda House, the best Chinese in the south side of Glasgow, and pick up my dinner. Now you might have worked out, like 80% of the time I don't cook for myself. Breakfast, me and Shannon normally collaborate, so sometimes we'll have a breakfast and I'll go and get something from Cafe Coco. Dinner, I pretty much eat out all the time. I've got friends that run restaurants, and obviously with lockdown it's a little bit harder. I just do like to go out for food. It's one of the things I enjoy the most. As much as I do buy nice clothes and stuff like that, I don't buy too much nice clothes stuff, because I guess I probably spend most of my money out for food. And you know, I like to go out with my investors, potential new investors, people I'm in business with, and other kind of avenues. So yeah, I pretty much don't really make food all the time, but I can cook. So let's head along to Panda House and get these photos of the A45 done. So this is my A45, badge is all blacked out. That's my original private plate, Boss RGD. That one doesn't have a private plate yet. Well, it kind of does, they're in the boot. I'll show you them in a second, but I need to get that plate sorted. So a wee quick, I'll jog around it. Oh, you can see me jogging in the thing. So yes, this is my A45. I'm going to take some photos of it, and then we'll be off out that garage door. Oh, and here's the private plates for the i8. i8 by, oh well, technically 18, but whatever, they all look the fucking same. So troops, it's Richard here. I'm in Panda House, the best Chinese in the south side of Glasgow. I don't care if you go to Cathay Cuisine or any of these other places. I'm not being disrespectful, but you just can't touch Panda House. It's the best place in Glasgow. Salt and chilli, everything banging. And for my fellow vegans out there, these guys have the best vegan options in the whole city for a Chinese. So if you're looking for a proper Chinese, not a daft healthy one, this is where you need to go. Panda House, #1. So dinner secured, plugged in. I need to go and get Shannon chippy chips now. But what I was going to say was, I don't know how the fuck people do vlogs every day. Like guys like, I don't know if you watch him, Sam Chewy, the guy that's like the travel blogger, and he just walks in airports with his cameras out and talks to everybody and on camera and stuff. I'm so fucking, like, I want to ask everyone, are you okay being on camera? Excuse me, are you okay being on camera? Like, I don't want to just walk in and start filming myself. So if you're someone who does vlogs all the time,
fuck, let me know how the fuck you do it, because I'm like, don't want to fucking pester people.
So I've got 2 dinners. I8's locked up. A45 is locked up. Unfortunately, my regular petrol station, which is literally just over there, is closed. I don't know why. So I think that's pretty much me for today. I'm going to go up 8. I've got my board meeting at 8 o'clock. We always do it at 8 o'clock on a Friday. I kind of don't know fucking why, because it's a bit of a weird time. You think that's when people would be busy, but during lockdown, I guess we've got all the time in the world. So unfortunately, I can't bring you on for that meeting because we talk to super top secret money stuff. So yeah, thank you for joining me in my day in my life vlog. Saying thank you for joining me, it was me that kind of done the day, so I just videoed it. But if you like this video, give it a like. I would appreciate that. If you didn't like it, give it a dislike. I'm not really that bothered. And if you feel like seeing more of this content, just drop me a subscribe. That would be cool. So yeah, stay safe, don't be a dauber, and I'll catch all you soon.